Or I'd like to go over some of the common errors with APA format that I'm seeing in papers. Start off with use a comma before the word which when it introduces a non-restrictive phrase. Also, APA style uses double spacing. It also uses a jagged right margin, so make sure you remove right align margin function. Indent the first sentence of a new paragraph 5 to 7 spaces. Use a comma after the last entry before the word and in a series. Now, I know grammatically it's correct to not do that, but APA writing style uses that comma. Use numbers for 10 and higher or when representing units of time, so 9 and lower spell out. So, for example, if you said 3 weeks, you'd use the number 3 because you're representing units of time. Place all punctuation inside quotation marks, not outside, inside. So, for example, it would look like this, look like that, not like, not like that. Okay. When you're quoting, of course, you use quotation marks or block quote format. You include the page number or paragraph number for the quote in the citation when quoting. So that means you put the author's last name, the year, and the page number for the quote. Use the word and in the text and then use the ampersand in citations and references. The citation, the in-text citation is included as part of the sentence. So you move the punctuation at the end of the sentence to the end of the citation. That way it's included. The word internet is capitalized, is considered a proper noun. If you want to emphasize a word, use italics or double quotation marks. Do not use single quotation marks. Single quotation marks in APA are used to show quoted content within a quote. So it would look like this. If this were quoted right here, and within that they said show quoted, then that's how you use single quotation marks. If I just wanted to highlight one word, such as marks, then I would do that. And I'd use double quotation marks. When you start a sentence with a number, you spell it out. When you're describing research from the literature, use past tense because it's already happened. Now, pertaining to references, APA now requires a city and the two-letter abbreviation for state for all publisher locations. It used to be in the 5th edition that you didn't have to do it for common cities like New York, Boston, but now they standardized it, so you use it for everything. You only capitalize the first word, proper nouns, and the first word following a colon in a book title. And of course, you place book title in italics because it's a published document. Only capitalize first word, proper nouns, and the first word following a colon in an article title. Now here's one that I see this all the time. If there is no DOI, and number one, most psychology journals, nearly all of them, have DOIs. But if there's no DOI, you list a retrieval statement and you put the URL for the journal homepage in the reference, not the database like EBSCO, Host, or ProQuest. This is on page 191 of the APA publication manual. All journal articles need either a DOI or a retrieval statement listing the URL for the journal homepage. And you place the journal title and the volume number in italics. And of course, you capitalize the first word following a colon in an article title. Here is a link right here for looking up DOIs. This is a really good link, so I recommend it. Here's an example of format. And right there you can see, let me bring it up to date. There we go. There's the 5th edition. This is the example for APA headings. Most of the time, you're only going to use a level 1, level 2 headings. Longer documents like dissertations, you may get into these other levels, but for class papers, level 1, level 2 is probably all you're going to need. So I'll post this document, and you can use it in editing your paper. So one other thing I can show you too here. If you go to Tools and click on your spelling and grammar check, let me move it in here. This box comes up, so come down and click on Options, and you can see you can check all of these things to help you with format. If you click on Settings here, you get some more that you can click on and use. Comma required before last item, yes, always. In other words, always, never, or don't check, always. Punctuation required with quotes inside, spaces between sentences too. This, and then click OK, click OK. And now this, your spell check is set up to help you edit for some of this, which can be pretty handy because it gets hard to see when you've been working on the same paper for a long time. Thanks.